Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report with head men's basketball coach Joe Mihalich. Coach, welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
Coach, it's a championship week. It's a better time of year than championship week.
It's March. It's why we do what we do, to get to March and get excited about the tournament. And it's that time of the year when hope springs eternal.
And the weather's beautiful. Oh wait, we'll get to that.
Not quite. In like a lion, out like a lamb. Is that what they say about March?
So
it's a lion out there.
Two regular season games last week to finish it up. Went to William & Mary, dropped another close game to one of the top teams in the conference before finishing the regular season with a very good win over James Madison on Saturday. Let's start with the William & Mary game. Your last three games before the JMU game were the top three teams in the conference, all either last possession or last couple minute games. What can you take out of those games, and specifically the William & Mary game?
Well, from all of them, you take away the fact that you can play with anybody, and you have a chance to beat anybody in this league. Top three teams, not to get even more specific, but tie game with 59 seconds to go against Delaware. With the ball down 5 with less than a minute to go against Towson, and then down 2, less than a minute to go at William & Mary. So you know you can beat these teams. The negative is that when it was time to make some plays down the stretch, we couldn't quite do it. They did.
The William & Mary game, you had another outstanding performance from Zeke Upshaw, tied the school record with 7 3-pointers. We've gone on and on all year about Zeke. It seems though as February came, he turned it back up a notch. Can you talk about his performance as the year progressed and late in the year?
What might be most impressive about what he's done is that he did it early, surprised a lot of people, probably even himself. I think he'd tell you that with his success. And then as it became he became more and more of a focal point for other teams to stop him and defend him, he kicked it up a notch and still produced and still had some great games. And that might be the most impressive thing, that he was able to sustain his success and get better when the defense got better.
One of the best parts about your team this year is you've gotten in holes in the second half, considerable, whether it's double figures, 8 points. The William & Mary game, a 14-point deficit in the second half, and your team rallied back again to make a game of it in the last couple minutes. And you've done that a bunch this year. What can your student athletes take from that, going into the conference tournament where you hopefully advance to play teams like Delaware or someone else?
Well, again, there's a positive and there's a negative. The negative is that we got ourselves in that hole, and shame on us for doing that. I feel like we didn't play two halves against William & Mary for one game. I mean, the first half we just went out there and laid an egg. I don't know why. I just don't know why. But the positive is that our guys never give in. They've got a great heart. They have a never say die attitude. And then when they get into that desperate situation, that they play with some desperation.
One more thing about the William & Mary game. That last 2 to 3 minutes, that duel between Pruitt and Upshaw, how fun was that to watch as a coach? Two players just at their absolute best. It
was fun to watch Upshaw do it. It wasn't fun to watch Pruitt having success, but that kid, as a freshman, he really played well. He won the game for me. He scored 8 or 9 straight points.
Now on to the JMU game, the regular season finale on Saturday, 82-71 victory over the Dukes. How important do you view it as a coach to go into that conference tournament on a victory?
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, we had to do that. You want this week to be an exciting week. You want to feel good about this week. And if we had lost that game, we wouldn't have felt good. We would have been down. We would have been a little bit depressed and so forth. So, you want to have hope. And we have some hope now. We really do. We know we can win. We played well. We scored 82. We've been scoring some points lately. I wish I could figure out why. But it's been our Achilles heel, scoring points. And we've been scoring some points lately. And don't really know why. I think some of the guys are getting better. Jamal Robinson had a great game the other night. So, it gets you excited. You got to believe, and hopefully our guys have some belief now.
You just mentioned him, Jamal Robinson, in a season of breakout performances for a variety of players. Jamal might have had his in the final regular season game, 22 points, career high, 6 assists, second on the team, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Kind of did everything really well in that game, didn't he?
He really did, and I'll share this with you. We talked before the game as a staff, like one of the things you hope happens, it would be for Jamal to produce, because he almost had to. I mean, Zeke and Dion can only do so much. And when you get that third scoring option, then you can be effective and score some points, and Jamal really came through.
And that kind of goes to your last thought about the scoring increase late in the year, the team finding a way to score. When Jamal can give you 22 and Zeke giving you 18 and Dion's giving you whatever he gives you, 12 to 15, I mean, that works out to 82 points a game, doesn't it?
There you go. There you go.
Quiet game, kind of went over, not noticed. Jordan Allen really is solid, like 5 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists game. Really helped kind of let the offense flow in that game, didn't it?
I think that's who Jordan is. I mean, he, now, to be honest with you, and I get on about this, I think he can be an even better defender. I think he can stop anybody he wants to. So we need for him to do that. But he is that kind of a guy, kind of a stat sheet stuffer. Maybe not going to get 15, and not triple doubles, but he's going to get you some points. He's going to get you some rebounds. He's going to get some assists. And like I said, when he's playing some defense there, he's really making us win.
Now on to this week. Open up the CAA Championship on Friday at 7 o'clock versus UNC Wilmington. Your thoughts on that game?
Well, if you are a Hofstra person, you're going to say you beat them twice already. If you can beat somebody twice, you can beat them 3 times. And if you're a UNCW person, you're going to say they beat us twice, they can't beat us 3 times. So it'll be that. But the idea is, I think, to forget both of those games. And we have to go out there and play some good basketball. They're not the same team we played a while ago. We're not the same team they played a while ago. They're doing some different things now. Hopefully we are too. And it should be a fun night. It really should.
You've seen them twice this year already. Simply what challenges do the Seahawks possess?
Well, you know, they have some depth. They really have some. They have a lot of guys that are dangerous. And the way they're playing now, they're putting 5 in, 5 out. It's almost like hockey substitutions now, 5 in, 5 out. You know, so they're kind of doing that. So we're going to have to be ready for a lot of different people. They got a big guy inside, Cedric Williams, who's a very good player and he's a load. He's a tough guy to guard. Another big guy's back, Ribble, I think his name is. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. He had a good game against us in the past. So, you know, they got a lot of guys. They got some depth. They're playing faster now. So we'll have our work cut out for us.
We won't ask you about the opponents later on in the tournament, but if you are lucky enough to win that Friday night game, exceptionally quick turnaround for that next game, the quarterfinals. Does that worry you at all, or is it just, hey, we're in it, we're happy type of?
It'll be a positive problem. Yeah, if we're playing Saturday, that's good. We play anytime. You know, just to be playing on Saturday, we play at 8 o'clock in the morning if we had to. So we'll be happy to be playing Saturday if we're playing. And if it's noon, it's noon, and that's fine. You know, I say this all along. You don't really want to play in that playing game, but if you do, there's some positives. If you can win the game, you get a win under your belt. You get the cobwebs out, you get the jitters out, you know, you got the feel of the court, you got the lay of the land, and then you're going to play a team that's got a gorilla on their back, not just a monkey, but a gorilla.
You've talked about it. To you, it's not the first 3 games that would affect you in this run. It's that 4th one where then you're playing one more game than your opponent probably is at that point. Not probably, but is.
Absolutely, and if you talk about a positive problem. If you get the money, we have to worry about playing 4 games with 4 nights. We'll take that, right?
Again, I guess you're looking for positives, but one of the ones about being in Friday's game, since the tournament has moved to a new location, there's nobody in this conference that's played on this court. Is it good to get your guys on that court, to be the first team on that court?
That's right, and then again, if we can win Friday night, if we can win, and that'll be a tough thing to do, but if we can win, the team we play Saturday has not played on that court.
Final question, Coach. Keys to victory against UNCW on Friday?
Well, it'll be transition defense for sure. It'll be interior defense because of the big guy, Cedric Williams, and their other big guy. It's always finding a way to score for us. You know, they're mixing up their defenses too. So, you know, our transition defense, our interior defense, you know, and then of course at the other end, just trying to find a way to score.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck this week.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on the W. Mason Coaches Report with head men's basketball coach Joe Mihalich.